PUC2 ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇಂದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರಚಿತ್ತದಿಂದ ಶಾಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಕಲಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಬ್ರೆತ್ಸ್. Yes, good morning, my dear students. We are going to start the chapter Inverse Trigonometric Functions, and to learn this inverse trigonometric functions, yesterday in the last class we discussed that this particular function is said to be bisective if it is simultaneously 1 and on 2. If it is simultaneously 1 and on 2, then you can say that the function is to learn this chapter, you must know allied angles. You studied in the 11th standard, and all trigonometric identities related to it. That is a basic thing. Okay. Okay. The light over here, sir. Okay. See, suppose that f is a function which is bisective. Last class we told that suppose 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B under the function f, 3 is related to C under the function f, 4 is related to D under the function f. Then we say that f is a function from A to B is bisective. Bijective function. What is bijective function? Bi means two. Bijective means it should be simultaneously satisfy both 1 1 as well as onto. Last period we discussed. 1 is related to the domain. Onto is related to the codomain. If all elements of domain have got images, then it is 1. Different elements of the domain should have different images. Then it is called as 1. All elements of the codomain must have pre-image. Then only you can call it as 1 and onto. And if I interchange domain and codomain, means if I make B as a domain and A as B as a domain and A as codomain, then observe A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 come here. Okay. Then inverse image of this particular function is called as inverse. Image of A is 1. Inverse image of B is 2. Inverse image of C is 3. Inverse image of D is 4. Mathematically, we write image of 1 under F is A. We write it mathematically as F of 1 is equal to A. Similarly, what is image of 2? Image of 2 is B. What is image of 3? Image of 3 under the function F is C. So, image of 4 under the function F is D. Now, if you come here, is it a function now? Yes. It is possible only if it is 1 and onto. If it is into, then it is not possible, because one of the element will have no image. Then the basic condition for the function is not satisfied. Now, how do you write this one? As inverse image of A under F inverse is equal to 1. Inverse image of B under F is equal to 2. Inverse image of C under F inverse is 3. And inverse image of D under F is equal to 4. You can observe. Study and compare both of them. Your observation is that if F of 1 is equal to A, that implies F inverse of A is equal to what? 1. Observe. In the first function, if F of 2 is equal to B, that implies F inverse of B is equal to 2. Similarly, F of 3 is equal to C, then F inverse of C will be equal to 3. F of 4 is equal to D, then F inverse of D will be 4. In general, what you can conclude? If F of X is equal to Y, that implies, yes, translate it. What is F inverse? F inverse of Y is equal to X. Right? If F of Y is equal to X, then how do you write Y as? Then F inverse of X is equal to Y. If and only if. This is the required condition to define inverse function. F is a bijection. F is a bijection. Let us define what is inverse function. Right? Definition of inverse function we'll take, then we'll try to understand what are the problems in defining inverse trigonometric function. Let us write the definition of inverse function. Inverse function. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Two non-empty sets. Non-empty sets. Right? If F is a function from A to B, we'll write symbolically like this, right? Inverse of f, inverse function of f, inverse function of f is represented as f inverse, right? And exists IWF. What is the meaning of IWF? If and only if f is a function. Sorry, bijective function. F is a bijective function. And is obtained by interchanging. What you are interchanging? Yes. Dom and codomain of codomain of f, and is represented as, so that you can understand clearly, represented as, yes, f from A to B implies f inverse from f inverse colon B to A, right? If and only if f is a bijection. Okay. Now let us come to the trigonometric functions. You studied in the first PU, that is about functions, different types of the functions, composite functions, one functions, onto functions. Now you studied trigonometry as a ratio in the 10th standard and 11th standard. Here we'll try to understand how this trigonometric function is there. Whenever you call a trigonometric function, there should be a domain. You know that sine theta, sine 30 degree is equal to how much? To learn inverse trigonometric function, the basic requirement to solve problems on trigonometry, maybe of board level or competitive level, basic requirement is you must be perfect in allied angles. Second one is all trigonometric identities and formulae. So those who are weak, you feel that you are weak in a trigonometry, you can watch or join my live stream at 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. I have started in detailed trigonometry up to standard angles and trigonometric identities. But you studied here compound angle, allied angles you must be perfect. Compound angles you must be perfect to solve competitive exam questions. Compound angles you must be perfect, and you must be perfect in multiple and submultiple angles, right? Multiple and submultiple angles. Check, are you ready with it? Submultiple angles. Then you must be perfect in transformation formulae. All these, whatever you studied in the 11th standard, should be ready. Okay? Fine. Just I will give you 5 to 10 minutes. You try to write What are allied angles? We'll try to understand briefly what are allied angles. Already you studied. You must now observe here 0 degree, then 7.5 degree. Note down standard angles. 15 degree. Check. Do you know? 22.5 degree. Standard angles are required for G Karnataka CET. 22.5 angle, half degree. Then you can take 30 degree, 36 degree, 72 degree, then 45 degree. Already you studied in the 10th standard only, but you have to include multiple angles, submultiple angles. 45 degree, then 54 degree, right? And then 60 degree, 72 degree, 82.5 degree, and 90 degree. Check how many of you can reproduce these allied angles. You have to check it first. Second one is compound angle formulae. Can you tell me what are the compound angle formulae you studied? Compound angle formulae. Compound angle formula. Can you tell me what is sine A plus B? Very, very important. Try to write. I will give you some 2 minutes. Cos A plus B. Tan A plus B. Okay. Cot A plus B. Sin A minus B. Check, are you perfect in all these angles? If you are not perfect, don't start the inverse trigonometric function. First of all, you collect them, remember them, write the formula. Similarly, sin A minus B, compound angles. Background to start the inverse trigonometric function, cos A minus B. Then you will feel difficulties in learning this. Tan A minus B. Okay. Cot A minus B. Okay. How do you remember sin A plus B? Can any one of you tell me? What is sin A plus B? It is sin A into sin A cos A. No. What is your answer? Sin A into cos. Sin A into cos B. Note down correctly. Sin A into cos B plus plus cos A into sin B. Sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. This basic you must be very, very strong. Therefore, I am taking bridge course combined for all the classes. Trigonometry only. Trigonometry identities. And then I will separate the PU7 classes between 6:30 to 7:30 evening. If you have doubts, you have got any doubts in this, you can watch my videos, live stream videos, and make them perfect. Without making these two things perfect, if you enter into ITF problems, in short, we call it as inverse trigonometric function. You easily remember it as SC plus CS. Sin A into cos B. AB will be there at their place. Remember it as SC, CS. Sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. And what is cos A plus B? Cos A plus B is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Right? You can remember it as CC minus SS. This one is SC plus CS. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು? cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. Similarly, what is tan A plus B? What is tan A plus B? Tan A plus tan B divided by, ಹೌದಾ, 1 minus tan A into tan B. Is it right? Tan A plus B. Tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. You can easily get cot A plus B. Cot A plus B can be written as 1 upon tan A plus B, because cot and tan are what? Reciprocals. Cot and tan are reciprocals. You write a tan A plus B and you can simplify it to get a cot A plus B. Try now. Try to convert by writing it. Already you know tan A plus B formula. Tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. So these are the basic concepts. Without a strong foundation of these trigonometric ratios, directly if you go to solve problems, you will definitely feel difficult. See, try to convert it by using simple mathematics. Now, what I can write? Tan A plus B is equal to, what do you get? Tan A, yes, plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A into tan B. This denominator of denominator goes to where? To the numerator. You can write now. In the numerator, you get 1 minus tan A into tan B. If you do not remember anything, you must have basic ability to reproduce it. Okay, you get here tan A plus tan B. You can reproduce it easily. Tan A plus tan B. Now I want to convert them into cot. To convert it to cot, you have a simple trick. I'll give a simple trick to convert. Divide the numerator and the denominator by tan A into tan B. Check it, what do you get? Tan A into tan B. Divide numerator and denominator by tan A into tan B. Just in mind you can do, what do you get? First, divide every term by tan A into tan B. What do you get here? You get 1 upon tan A into tan B. What is 1 upon tan A is cot A. 1 upon tan B is cot B. Minus tan A into tan B upon tan A into tan B is 1 divided by. Divide tan A upon tan A plus tan A into tan B. What do you get? Tan A cancels, you are left with 1 upon tan B. 1 upon tan B becomes what? Cot B plus tan B divided by tan A into tan B. Tan B cancels. 1 upon tan A becomes what? Cot A. Now it is ready. Now you can remember cot A plus B, right? Just I have shown you. If you forgot anything, you can regenerate. That is called as basic ability. Improve your basic ability. Now you will finalize the formula. Henceforth, don't forget it. Cot A plus B will be equal to cot A plus B. Sorry, cot A into cot B. Cot A into cot B minus 1 divided by cot B plus cot A. If you forget it, no problem. Again, study it and make it perfect. You can do it in 1 hour. You can refresh and revise quickly before you start it. Because these compound angle formulae are required. We are working on inverse trigonometric function are nothing but inverse of the same trigonometric function. Therefore, all trigonometric identities, compound angles, solid angles, you must be perfect. Now write similarly sin A minus B. Start writing cos A minus B. Compound angles will revise quickly. Tan A minus B. Tan A minus B. Write all of them. What is sin A minus B? Just the sign changes. Right? If there is plus here, you will get minus. If there is minus here, what is sin A minus B? You will get sin A into cos B minus, here it is plus. Just change the sign. Cos A into sin B. Technically remember them. If there is minus, in case of sin, you will get minus. Ratio will be same. Sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. Cos A minus B becomes cos A into cos B. Change the sign. What it is here? Minus, you write plus sin A into sin B. Similarly, tan A minus B becomes tan A minus tan B, right? Divided by 1. Observe here. Here it was minus. Wherever there is plus, change minus. Only change the sign. You will get what? 1 plus tan A into tan B. Tan A into tan B. Tan A minus B. Similarly, you can write cot A minus B. Try. Cot A minus B. How do you write cot A? Cot A minus B. Cot A into cot B plus 1. Check. Cot A into cot B plus 1 divided by cot B minus cot A. Correct. These are some basic compound angles you must remember. Without the knowledge of compound angles, you cannot get 15 degree, 75 degree. You can derive them by using compound angles. Using these compound angles, can you generate any of the standard angles? You need to check. Using these compound angles, can you generate any of these? Don't by heart angles. Once you derive them, remember them. I hope you are perfect in compound angles, right? Compound angle formula. Sin A plus B, sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. Cos A plus B, cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Tan A plus B, tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. Cot A plus B, cot A into cot B minus 1 upon cot B plus cot A. Sin A minus B, only sign changes. Sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. Cos A minus B, cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Tan A minus B, tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A into tan B. Cot A minus B, cot A into cot B plus 1 upon cot B minus cot A. Without these compound angles, these standard angles, you studied in the 10th standard 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, right? 60 degree and 90 degree only. Clear it to you. Now, what are allied angles? Very, very important in the study of this. What are allied angles? Allied means related angles. Allied angles. Allied angles means related angles. Related angles. Look at here. If you take the quadrants, Cartesian coordinate system, okay, this is origin. Suppose that here is an angle which is say 30 degree, right? Allied angles means you have already trigonometric ratios from 0 to 90 degree, right? You are not crossed 90 degree. And 0 to 90 degree is called as first quadrant. 90 to 180 degree is called as the second quadrant. 90 to 270 is called as the third quadrant. And 270 to 360. 360 is nothing but what? Complete angle. Suppose that origin is here. What is the complete angle is? 360. What are complementary angles? Sum of the angles must be equal to 90 degree. Then they are called as complementary angle. What are supplementary angles? Sum of the angles must be 180. What is complete angle? Complete angle is equal to 360 degree. Will be again equal to what? Suppose that a ray rotates, completely comes back again here. What is its angle now? 360. If it completes second round, second round. Suppose that this is a track. It is a track, running track. And if you complete one round, what is the angle? 360. If you complete second angle, what is the angle? 360 completed. Second round, 360 2 720 degree. If it completes, if you go around third round, add 360 to it. You get what? 6 plus 2, 8, 7 plus 3, 1080 degree. Note down these angles, very important in allied angles. 1080 degree. If you go around another round, another 360 degree, add 360 it. Here only, 8 plus 4, 8 plus 6, 14, carry 1, 3 plus 1, 4, 14, 40 degree. Note down these angles. These angles beyond 90 degree are called as allied angles. Allied angles means related angle. And any angle in the first quadrant is taken as 90 degree minus theta. Suppose this is theta, acute angle. You can write any angle as 90 degree minus theta in the first quadrant. It's a complementary angle. Theta will be complementary. 90 minus theta. First quadrant. And in the second quadrant, you can write any angles in the second quadrant as 90 plus theta, or even you can write it as 180 minus theta. You have, I am refreshing you the allied angles. And if you come to the third quadrant, any angle will be what? 180 plus theta and 180 minus theta. Sorry, 180 minus theta, 270 minus theta. In the fourth quadrant, you will get 270 degree plus theta, or you can take a 360 minus theta. 360 means what? 0 degree. Therefore, we will write simply as minus theta in the fourth quadrant. So, allied angle, there is a rule to write the allied angle. There is a rule to write allied angle. Can anyone of you tell me? Any trigonometric ratio, T ratio, right? T ratio. How do you write a 90 degree in radian measure? How do you write a 90 degree in radian measure? Radian measure, first topic. What is radian measure? What is radian measure? X degree is equal to, how do you express it in radian? What is 1 radian? When you say that an angle is said to be 1 radian, concept of radian, very important. These are the basic things from 11th standard. You must be thorough. Then you have to study theoretical concepts. When the theoretical concepts become clear, you can attempt the objective questions, MCQ or Karnataka CT, JEE. When do you say that? What is 1 radian? I think you must have studied pi radians is equal to what? 180 degree. Then x radian becomes equal to what? How many degree? And x radian is equal to, yes, 180 degree upon pi. Similarly, 180 degree is equal to what? Pi radians. Then x degree is equal to what? How much? You have to calculate. Then x degree in terms of this will be pi, pi x upon 180, isn't it? 180 degree into x upon 180. Here, pi x upon 180 radians. Here, 180x upon pi degree. Radian to degree conversion formula, note down, very important. Radian to degree conversion formula, degree to radian conversion formula. Right? Now you try to convert all these angles I have given here into radian measure. Can you convert? Before I take the rule of allied angles, you must be perfect in radian measure ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ you can take a 7.5 degree start from 0 what is the 0 degree in radian 0 degree in radian here degree when x is 0 radians only, need not take it. You can take 7.5 degree, convert it and remember it. 7 2s are 14 plus 1 is 15 by 2 degree. Do you agree with me? You have converted mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now substitute x here. X degree means 7.5 degree is equal to, put x is equal to 15 by 2. Pi will be there. 15 by 2 divided by 180. These are the basic things. Without developing basic things, you can't handle inverse trigonometry functions. Now see, if a 2 is in the denominator, where it goes? That 2 goes denominator of denominator. You will get here pi into 15 divided by 180 into 2. Denominator of numerator goes to what? Denominator. Now cancel. 15 ones are 15. Here 15 ones are 15. You are left with 3, 30. 15 twos are 30. Observe. You get pi divided by 12 twos are 24 radians. Maribardu. 7.5 degree in radian is pi by 24 degree. All these angles will go on converting. Take a next one. 15 degree. 15 degree. Observe. What is the relation between 7.5 and 15? Double. 7.5 into 2 is 15. Therefore, is it not 2 times 7.5 degree? Already you prepared 7.5 degree. You can write now 2 pi upon 24. 2 ones are, 2 twos are, you are getting pi by 12. Clear? Pi by 12. Convert them in radian and remember correctly. Pi by 12. Then take the next angle. 22.5 degree. 22.5 degree. 22 twos are 44. 44 plus 1 is 45 by 2 degree. That is 1 by 2 times 45 degree. How do you write 45 degree in radians? Pi x upon 180. Pi into 45 upon 180. I will write 1 by 2 as it is 45 degree. Now you cancel 45. 15 threes are 45. 15 ones are 15. 15. 15 twos are. 3 ones are 3 fours are. Therefore 45 degree can be written as 1 by 2 times pi by 4. 45 degree is pi by 4. It's a double of it is 45 degree. 2 fours are 8. Then whenever you come across pi by 8, you remember it as 22.5 degree. Then you take a 45 degree. Next, I have written 30 degree. Convert 30 degree in radian. Pi into x is 30 degree divided by 180 degree. Yes, 0 cancels. 3 ones are 3 6 are. Remember this in all of them in radians. What is 36 degree? Try to convert it 36 degree in radian and remember it correctly. Before you learn allied angles, you must be perfect in writing degree into radian. Given radian, you must convert it into degree. 36 degree. 36 degree. Pi into 36 upon 180 radians. 36 ones are 36 fives are. You will get a pi by 5. Remember, pi by 5 radians, if it is given, you understand that it is 36 degree. Next we have 45 degree. You first of all make this table perfect. Pi into pi by 4. Just now we calculated here. 45 degree is equal to pi by 4. Next, 45, 54 degree. How do you write 54 degree? And I want you to include another one here, 18 degree. 15 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 18 ಒಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ, 18 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 36 ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay. See, 45 degree pi by 4. You get 18 degree first. Pi into, notice, pi into x. What is x is? 18 by 180. 18 ones are, 18 tens are. You will get what? Pi by 10 radians. Generally, radians is written as C, but you can write it directly. You can even neglect it. Always you do not write C. 18 degree. Now you move on to the next one, 36 degree. And 54 degree can be easily written. Even 72 degree can be written easily because they are multiples of 18. What is 36 is? 2 into 18 2s are 36. 18 3s are 54. 18 4s are 18 4s are 72. Already you know 18, just substitute 18. What is 18 here? 2 into pi by 10. 2 1s are 2 5s are. Getting pi by 5. 3 into 18 degree. Already 18 degree you know. You can write as 3 pi by 5. 3 pi by 5. Multiples. 18 4s are. 18 4s are. See, 4 into pi by 5. Remember them? Category. Pi by 5 is 36 degree. 3 pi by 5 is 54 degree. 4 pi by 5 is 72 degree. Then you have the angle 75 degree. You need not calculate. You know already what is 15 5s are. Tables up to 20 is required. 15 5s are 75. What is 15 degree? Pi by 12. Okay, we'll get 5 pi by 12 is 75 degree. Simultaneously, this is the trick you required because many questions appear always in calculus. We are not using degree, we are using radian measure. Therefore, to learn calculus and trigonometry, you must have this conversion very quick and perfect. Given degree, you must be immediately reproduce the radian. Given radian, you must be in a position to reproduce to degree. Conversion of degree to radian, radian to degree is one of the important need in calculus and inverse trigonometric function chapter of PUC 2. Then you move on to 72 degree finished. Can you tell me what is 82 and a half degree? 82 and a half degree. I think you got 7 and a half degree. You got 7 and a half degree. What is 90 degree? Adu one helralla. How do you express 90 degree? 90 degree. Pi into 90 upon 180. 91s are 92s are. This is the homework we have to do for ourselves. If they are not taught in the class, at study table, as a student I am telling you, we must be ready before going to the college. This is the homework we have to do and then attend the class. Therefore, I am telling, before attending the classes of competitive exams, or if you are taking coaching for the competitive exams, these basic things, what is the intention of me coming in live stream and teaching is, many students are taking coaching, they will go to some standard JEE NEET coaching without this foundation. And this you have to develop, only the advanced things they will teach. Therefore, they are bouncing you. Am I right? Whatever they are doing, they will bounce because you have no, at your level, you have to sit and practice, convert them, practice them. That is the homework we have to do. Therefore, you have to keep My suggestion is you must keep a lot of time for homework. Therefore, I am coming in the study table only. You can sit in the study table and listen to me, and you can learn there pi by 2. This is whatever I am doing is study table. We are studying at home. Whatever homework, how the homework should be done, I am teaching you. Even ordinary students can become extraordinary if their foundation is strong. This conversion should be very efficient, very quick. Okay, 90 degree. Now the question is of 72.5 degree. Sorry, 82.5 degree. 82.5 degree, can I write it as 90 minus 7.5 degree? Already you know 90 degree. What is 90 degree? Pi by 2 minus 7.5 degree? Pi by 24. Take LCM. Basic arithmetic. See, ಹೆಂಗದರಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಯು ಹೆಂಗದ ಅಂದ್ರ ಇದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಕ್ಕೋರಿ ನೀವು. ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ, arithmetic, geometry must be very strong. This is the fact I am telling you. Many people don't tell you the fact. This is the foundation. Then comes the first floor, particularly for second PU competitive exams if you are preparing. First step is trigonometry. If your basic is strong, then with geometry, trigonometry develops. First floor is. So either the next hierarchy, how this study must be perfect. You must finish it. Then you comes application. Application of trigonometry. This I am teaching as a bridge course for PUC1 students now. I have combined all class 10, CBSE, ICSE, state. I have started them intentionally. Trigonometry, which is the 8th chapter to them. They are learning in second term. It will be too late because the solid foundation. In the 10th standard only trigonometry was introduced and heights and distance were introduced. Then comes calculus. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲಸ್, ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಬೈ, it was known to Indian mathematicians, but modern calculus is developed by two mathematicians. One is Newton and Leibniz. Simultaneously they developed this branch. Newton developed it for physics. Newton was not only Newton's laws of motion you are learning in physics. Remember, generally Newton developed this calculus for his mechanics, laws of motion. And if you study first few book, he uses derivatives, concept of calculus that was developed in 11th standard, limits and continuity. You studied. So the differential calculus starts. Then comes limits and continuity. Let me tell you, limits concept. After limits concept, you must learn differential calculus. This year it is introduced. Once you learn a differential calculus, you can understand application of differential calculus. You just note it. Application of differential calculus. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. ಈ ಸರಿ ನಿಮ್ದು ಹೆಂಗ ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರ ಅದ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಲ ಬರ್ತದ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್. Why I am telling you? Suppose that this is a multi-storage building. This is ground floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, sixth floor, seventh floor. This year you have to build a 7th floor building. If the foundation is zero, what happens? All the upper will fall down. That you keep it in your mind and proceed. And your smooth development, for smooth learning, you must be perfect in school arithmetic, algebra, geometry, all theorems. Then you have to learn trigonometry. Application of trigonometry to measure heights and distance is studied in the 10th standard. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ introduce ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಅದನ್ನ. So that your PUC1 limits and continuity you learned. And here you will be started with the differential calculus. And remember, in PUC2 mathematics, majority of the chapters are not from arithmetic and algebra. Majority of the chapters are from calculus. If your calculus is perfect, more than 50 to 60% questions will appear from calculus only. And calculus is based on these things. If your development from here is smooth, then you can comfortably learn calculus. And if somebody comes, yesterday one student was asking when I was teaching, sir, teach 2026 JEE paper. How can I teach you without this knowledge? So this is the logical development of the subject. JEE and NEET were not developed first. Mathematics was developed first. And to learn mathematics, there are steps. Therefore, I am a classical teacher. You should learn classical. Can you directly go to the raga without swara in music? First of all, you are taught with swara. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕಲ್ಸ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಒಂದಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಮೈಕಲ್ ಜಾಕ್ಸನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೀರ, ಆಗುದಿಲ್ರಿ. ಮೈಕಲ್ ಜಾಕ್ಸನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಒಮ್ಗೆ ಭೀಮಸೇನ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು 16 ತಾಸು ರಿಯಾಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ, ಅವರು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ, ಹಂಗೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರು. ಒಮ್ಗೆ ಸಚಿನ್ ತೆಂಡೂಲ್ಕರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಡಿಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ನಿಮಗಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಚಂದ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಿಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಸರಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ರೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Nowadays, no one asks you reason. What they see, what is your marks card, what is percentage, what is your ranking, and go and take the admission. Only your life depends on only marks, results. Whatever you done, nobody asks. Your answer must be correct. That's all. Therefore, this is the development in mathematics, particularly those who are going for engineering stream. This multi 7 stories building, check whether your foundations are clear. If you, how the building constructor constructs, does he construct 7th floor first? Meaningless. Everyone laughs. You are the first ground floor should be completed, then first floor, then second floor, then third floor. Like this, your learning must be smooth and step by step. That is called a systematic way. Systematic way is the only way of learning. Therefore, I am making you check whether your basic trigonometry is perfect. And the trigonometry inverse trigonometry function bartado. Then comes application of trigonometry, limits, continuity. Ivella clear agavilla ome nodukori. So then you can attempt. First of all, theoretical concepts must be. There is nothing in competitive exam. There is nothing. There is simple mind game. Competitive examination andra mind game. Okay. You can play mind game only if you know the rules. Only if you know the rules and subject. Therefore, subject should be learnt systematically, step by step. So 24. What is LCM? Many students don't know how to take LCM. This is called as a tree method. Common multiple divided. 2 ones are, 2 twos are. 12 twos are 24. Therefore, 24 is the LCM. 2 ones are, 2 12s are, 24 ones are. 12 pi minus pi is 11 pi by 24. Is 82.5 degree. It is the 90 minus theta. Clear? So this is the conversion. To remember it, you take the protector. How to remember all these angles? You know, protector is studied in the school level. ಕೋನಮಾಪಕ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕೋನಮಾಪಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಮರಿ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್. 0 to 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7.5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಅದ್ರ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ನಾಗ ಅದರದ್ದು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಮೇಜರ್ ಬರೀರಿ. 7.5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? 15 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ? 15 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. 15 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದ 18 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಮೇಜರ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಮರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವು. 18 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. 18 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದ 22.5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. 22.5 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ you can expect a 30 degree. After 30 degree, you can go for 45 degree. 36 degree. After 36 degree, you can take 45. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ ನಡಕಿಲ್ಲ 45 degree. 45 degree ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದ 54 degree. Fill in the blanks now. 54 degree, 60 degree. 60 degree, 72 degree. 72 degree, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಜಾ ಅದ. 75 degree. 75 degree, 82.5 degree. Now you can easily remember, this is a trick. Write all those radians in the bracket and fill in the blanks. Just now we collected. 7.5 degree. Here ಏನದ ಏನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಈಗ 5 pi by 24. 15 degree. 7 pi by pi by 24. Yes. It is, I think 15 degrees pi by 12. Pi by 12. 18 degree. Pi by 10. 22.5 degree. Pi by 8. 30 degree. Pi by 6. 36 degree. Pi by 5. 45 degree. Pi by 4. 54 degree. 18 threes are. 18 threes are. 3 pi by 10. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 3 pi by 10. 60 degree. 60 degree. Pi by 3. 60 degree ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು 60 degree. Pi into 60 degree divided by 180 degree. ಅದೊಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 1s are 3s are. It is pi by 3. ಬರ್ದಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ 72 degree. 18 4s are. 2 pi by 5 ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಅಲ್ಲ 36 ಡಬಲ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ 72 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 36 2s are 72. 36 is pi by 5. You can take it as 2 pi by 5. 75 degree 5 pi by 12. ಸಾವಕಾಶ ಕಲೀರಿ, ಏನು ಗಡಬಡ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. 82.5 degree 11 pi by 24. 90 degree pi by 2. Okay, I hope you understood today all allied angles. Tomorrow before coming to the class, you collect all allied angles. Sin 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, tan minus 90 minus theta. You study them, right? So these allied angles are required, and the values of them, you just prepare a table and make it perfect. Tomorrow I will ask you all these angles, collect the standard angles, and what is 180, sin 180 minus theta, or sin 90 plus theta, sin 180 plus theta, sin 270 minus theta, all the 6 trigonometric ratios, sin 270 plus theta, then sin minus theta. 360 means 0, remember, that is allied angle. This is the basic requirement. I expect you to be perfect. Prepare a table tomorrow, that is homework. Then I can proceed with the trigonometric functions in the next class before coming on Thursday. So tomorrow we will continue with the IPAC nomenclature, which we started. Okay, that's all today, my dear students. In the next class, be ready with these are the basic things. You be ready with these things. There is all these standard angles from 0 degree to 90 degree. I told you how to memorize them. Repeatedly you draw this particular protector and go on filling in the blanks. So 3-4 times if you do, they will go to permanent memory. Next step is their values. You prepare a table and values you substitute, make it perfect. In the next class, I will ask you the angles: tan 7.5 degree, tan 15 degree, sin 75 degree, all trigonometric ratios of along with the radian measure. If you are perfect, you are fit now to learn inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, continue in the next class.